to Sudan, I could probably see the hood for a year or two. Stuck between stunting and a miracle. For real.
All right, now close your eyes. Think about your wildest dreams. You ready? And you still couldn't do this.
Gangsta Brazil.
It's that hate, boy.
Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we hit it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Know when you riding like we riding with each other. Ain't no I in this, it's the whole team.
NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And trotting out there, their tall quarterbacks standing at 6'5". A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing Jones. Tries the right side, finding Woods here. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Now Jones. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Running straight ahead, Taylor. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down. Again, it's Taylor. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Rodrigo Blankenship and the Colts field goal unit comes on. This is a 49-yard attempt. Right hand. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a line football. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're...
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Anytime you sack Russell Wilson, that's a win for the defense. But to get him here on his opening drive of the ballgame, that's a really big win for that defense.
And the goal every week, keep him
under pressure. They got him again. Grover Stewart getting in there for the sack. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because to me, it's now out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. This one completes Alec Pierce. And he is going to have the Colts first down as they're able to... Conversion. Everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. From Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And this is going to be a Colts first down as he gets it up past the 35.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Baron Browning from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They give to Taylor out of the gun. 43 yards on the ground for him so far.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Then he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 4th down. Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. So now the 2nd drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he'll get this to the 32. The Broncos at 7-2 here on the year. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 39. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. He was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground with Williams. And he'll dive forward here to make sure he gets something out of that one, but not much. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Third down, Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's Brett Kern now to punt this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Jones now on 3rd and 2. Able to find Isabella. And he is going to have a Colts first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Back to throw again. Over the middle into the hands of Woods. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That one finds Pierce right side. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was...
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. After the sack on 1st down, Wilson. He's got a man, complete. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A big play there just before halftime. And even 40 yards. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first.
Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Now Jones. A final shot before break. And that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime with just the lone past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. This is taken just shy of the 10. The Bronco offense ready to begin this 3rd quarter play. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here's Wilson to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Holding offense.
He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side.
Still 3rd down.
For the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the 3rd quarter. Another big play right there.
They go play action now. Wilson. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 25 yards there on the catch and run. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Tackle made by Grover Stewart. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. And And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Bobby Okereke running in and bringing him down.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. Thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Fourth down, Wilson trots off, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Denver field goal. The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get. Keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
No, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They had what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Yeah, just couldn't hang on to the slant. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Denver. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Looking to throw. Jones. Now they go screen. It's complete. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down. First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 64 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
To throw again on second down. Jones. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. Jones on third down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are back within a score. So they called it a touchdown originally. This will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So then a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown catch from Alec Pierce. Takes it at the 7. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Denver's offense now set to go. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Wilson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
He had the touchdown. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want to challenge. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Now Wilson on 1st down. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Back now in Indianapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Play action. Now Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
2nd and 6 from the 10. Now it's Wilson. And it's caught. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. McManus's point after is good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Gabriel Davis. From the 6. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain.
Holding, defense.
So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now Wilson. He finds Sutton crossing the formation complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 53 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. On 1st down, Wilson. On the slant, he's got Davis. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. The busy night continues for Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos add on to their 4th quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Pierce the intended target there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go now.
Throwing Jones. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Jones. Able to find his man, Woods. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. And he's got Pierce. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. He's got his man. That's Woods on the out route. And he's brought down 20 at the 18-yard line. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Simple.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.